Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I am going to be doing a quiz, which I've not done for a while. This is the feature that in the 3 and 30 episode, which you may or may not have seen, I teased a newish feature because I did a quiz. I think it was the first week of daily episodes because I remember that I was kind of trying to get episodes of the same franchise and things or theme to come out on the same day every week, but it didn't quite work. So I should mention that this quiz is being recorded on the 31st of August 2025. This quiz will be 10 questions long, so it's not going to be like 100 questions or anything. Without further ado, here is the Everything Podcast quiz recorded on the 31st of August 2025. So here is question 1. Which Dark Gallifrey series have I recapped in full on the podcast? Question 2. Which episode of How I Met Your Mother have I recapped most recently? Question 3. When does the 13th Doctor Adventures return? Question 4. When does the 9th Doctor Adventures return? Question 5. When does the War Master return? Question 6. When does the War Doctor Rises return? Question 7. When does the Second Doctor Adventures return? Question 8. When does Call Me Master return? Question 9. When does Bernie Summerfield return? And question 10, when does the 7th Doctor Adventures return? Now, all of these questions are easy, I would say. Like, if you've watched, especially questions 3 till 10, if you watched my Big Finish previews for September to December 2025, you basically got all the answers. And the other two I've answered in recent podcast episodes anyway, so you should be able to find them. So I'm just going to give you a few more seconds and then I'm going to tell you the answers. So yeah, I'm about to tell you the answers, so quiz answers, but if you haven't, if you want to pause, please do that once you've answered all the questions and then come back and then continue with the episode rather when you've answered all the questions. So question 1, which was which Dark Gallifrey series have I recapped in full on the podcast? That is Dark Gallifrey The War Master. Question 2, which was which episode of How I Met Your Mother have I recapped most recently? That is How I Met Your Mother Season 2, Episode 8, titled Atlantic City. Question 3, when does the 13th Doctor Adventures return? 13th Doctor Adventures will return in The Return of the Doctor, which releases in September 2025. Question 4 was when does the 9th Doctor Adventures return, which will be in The Last Days of the Powell Estate, which releases in October 2025. Question 5, which was when does the War Master return? That is in The War Master, His Greatest Trick, which releases in October 2025. Then when does the War Doctor Rises return, which will be in the War Doctor Rises Cybergene, which releases in December 2025. Question 7, which was when does the Second Doctor Adventures return, which will be in December 2025. We don't know the title of the Second Doctor Adventures being released in December yet, but that's when it's being released. Next up, when does Call Me Master return, which was question 8, and that will be in Call Me Master Monsters, which releases in September 2025. Question 9, when does Bernie Summerfield return? That will be in September 2025 with The New Adventures of Bernie Summerfield, The Dalek Eternity 1. And final question, question number 10, when does the 7th Doctor Adventures return? The 7th Doctor Adventures will return in October 2025 with the 7th Doctor Adventures Wicked, and that is this quiz. So in the comments below, let me know how many out of 10 questions you got correct, and as well as anything else you want to cover on the channel, such as any previews or recaps, put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you also like, comment, and subscribe. Just a reminder, there is now one podcast episode released every single day, except for the days when Chuck's episodes are released, which I don't know as of time of recording, so just keep an eye out on the podcast. If you subscribe, that's easy. Obviously, as I mentioned in the channel announcement, there are the YouTube and the speaker are going nowhere, so they're both there. But please, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, Chuck's episodes will be a YouTube exclusive. So if you're only listening to the episodes on Spreaker or podcast platforms such as Spotify, then you won't get to get Chuck's episodes, the bonus episodes, I assume you would call them. So that's not the only reason, that is a reason, but another reason is to continue supporting Matt's amazing work with Matt transforming the episodes, from me sending the audio to a whole animated set and a whole lot of magic that I couldn't even dream of doing, and would probably cause me to have a meltdown about it. If Matt went, "Oh, you're animating the episodes now," I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, but just speaker episodes are there for if you just want audio only episodes as well, and the speaker episodes are doing quite well, because I'm now seeing that we're getting listeners in the UK, Germany, the US, and Australia, Indonesia in the past as well. So loads of them. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.